If you had to choose between one of the bodies on the pictures, which one would you pick? You'd probably go with the left one. More muscular, less fat, and overall a better looking physique. But what if I told you that the person on the right has more muscles? And that he is also building muscles faster than the person on the left. Therefore, if he keeps going and later on burns some fat, he might look like this. Okay, I'm just kidding. But seriously, why is the person with the less aesthetic physique building muscles more efficiently? That is because he is bulking. Bulking can be a shortcut to building more muscle in a shorter period of time. In this video I'll explain what bulking is, what the benefits are, and how to do it. If you already know what bulking is, this video will still be useful. I structured the video like a step-by-step guide and I try to make it as easy and understandable as possible, with the aim that you can apply this method for yourself if you want to. Feel free to jump to the areas you're interested in. So for now, grab a seat, sit back and enjoy. When it comes to achieving your dream physique, there are two different phases: the bulk phase and the cut phase. During the cut phase, you eat less to reduce body fat. The bulk phase, on the other hand, has the main goal of building more muscles. Therefore, the definition of bulking is building muscle mass quickly through increasing your caloric intake and raising your training volume. In other words, consuming more calories than you burn. Why does it work? The calories compensate for the energy you spend by loading the muscles during resistance training. Moreover, the added food prevents your body from attacking the muscle tissue in order to get energy, which can happen when you eat too little and don't have many fat reserves. Additionally, the surplus in calories provides your body with energy around the clock and hence improves your recovery. But now, let's get to the practical part. In this part, we are going to answer every question that is needed to start a bulk phase. Which approach of bulking should you choose? There are two options when bulking: the dirty bulk and the clean bulk. Dirty bulk means eating a lot of extra calories from high-calorie foods, including junk foods, to promote quick weight gain. You can eat whatever you want without paying attention to the nutritional value. Clean bulk, on the other hand, means to use a more moderate increase in calories in addition to healthier food choices. In my opinion, you should choose a mix of both. Many experts claim that a clean bulk is the best approach possible, but let's be honest. Clean bulk is hard to put to practice. Healthy food choices like chicken with rice and broccoli, for example, are most of the times very light in calories. That means you have to eat much more to get to your desired caloric intake. Furthermore, we don't want to eat fruits and vegetables 24/7. Avoiding sweets, fast foods and other tasty meals constantly can also put a hard mental pressure on you. Conclusively, it's okay to eat junk food like pizza or a chocolate bar sometimes. It won't kill you and it won't put you in a disadvantage. Just make sure to keep a good balance. What to eat? I just talked about this in the previous point, but if you need some healthy examples, consider this. Nuts and seeds, fatty fish, whole grains, starchy vegetables, meats with lean protein, as well as sweet potatoes, salmon, avocado, brown rice and chicken. These foods have a high nutrient density and provide many calories. How many calories should you consume? When you start your bulk phase, you should add 20% to the calories needed to keep your weight. To illustrate, let's look at an example. A male person who is 180 centimeters tall, weighs 75 kilograms and exercises around 2 to 3 times a week needs about 2,500 calories daily to maintain his weight. Therefore, he would add 500 calories to his daily intake and finally consume 3,000 calories per day. These numbers can vary depending on your metabolism and other factors. But if you want an idea of how many calories you need, check the generator linked up over here. When you add more than 20% to your calories, you will most likely build more fat reserves but not more muscles. Furthermore, if you eat too much, you will feel lethargic and sluggish. On the other hand, you can go down a bit in calories, but if you add less than 10%, your bulk won't make you Hulk. When bulking, you will normally gain from about 0.2 to 1 kilogram of body weight per week. How many proteins should you take? One rule of thumb would be between 1.5 and 2 grams of protein per kilogram body weight daily. Therefore, if you weigh 80 kilograms, you should take from 120 to 160 grams of protein daily. You can always go up, but at a certain point, the protein won't bring you any value. How long should you bulk? This point is up to you. Most people stay in the bulking phase for about 4 to 6 months, normally from October to March. If you want to go longer, feel free to do so, but don't just use it as an excuse because you are too lazy to lose weight. Moreover, you should bulk for at least a month, since otherwise you won't notice any results. How to train. You can stick with your normal training routine. Just make sure to push as hard as you can. During your bulk, you will have more energy. Use it. You can add exercises, add sets, or simply do more reps on every set. Go to your limits and you will gain some big muscles. Now let's run through some tips and mistakes. 3 tips speedrun. Let's go. First one. Track your calories but don't overdo it. If you track your calories too fanatically, it won't be a pleasure but rather a struggle. Furthermore, it will put a lot of mental pressure on yourself. So if you ate 3050 calories instead of only 3000, don't bother. And if you don't know whether your chicken has 400 or 430 calories, don't worry. Second, don't start in a fat state. If you start bulking when your body fat percentage is quite high, so maybe above 25%, it won't be effective. You should instead start cutting and use those fat reserves. Third, be patient. A dream physique does not come overnight. Many people quit bulking too early because they didn't get significantly stronger or simply because they want to look shredded. But to build muscle quickly, you need to keep up the bulk. It will totally be worth it. Let's quickly rewind the steps for starting a bulking phase. Eat calorie-dense and nutritious food. Add 20% to your caloric intake needed to maintain your weight. Consume about 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Bulk for 4 to 6 months and at least 1 month. Higher your training volume as much as you can. That's it. A proper bulk can help you to build muscle and reach your desired physique in way less time. My last tip is to do what works best for you. Every one of us is individual, and so are our optimal training factors. Some might need more protein, others might need to reduce the calories. Experiment with the different factors and adjust them to your liking. Oh wow, you're still here. Well, thanks if you watched until this point. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider liking and subscribing. It would mean the world to me, since you would help me to reach my goals. With that said, remember to always go beyond your limits. Peace.